Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. Let's go.
No, I got update. I got it.
Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. We've got something special for you tonight. Added to the roster for this one, some collegiate players will be out there as well. A great chance for them to prove themselves. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Steve Novak. Campbell is out there with Collier. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for Richmond, Dennis Robin is out there with Hill. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Gary Payton. And it's Mullen in at the 2. Here's Collier. Outside Williams. Pass to Novak. And here's Campbell. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. By Capella.
Well, at his size, you'd expect Capella to go up this strong every time he has the ball.
Payton kicks to Mullen. Shoots the 3.
You got it. Come on.
Second chance effort. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Williams for 3. The rebound by Mullen. And it's Richmond's ball. Payton passes to Hill. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
I like his focus in the paint. He didn't want to waste a high-value opportunity.
Pass to Collier. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. And the jam by Capella.
Wow. Clint Capella.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Throws it down hard.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here is Novak. For the three, Collier. That's good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Mullen. It's a three-point game. Good on the three-point shot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here is Williams. Takes it off the glass.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Here's Payton. Pass to Cousins. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Watch him.
Here is Novak. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, how about the ball movement there? Creates the opportunity. Nice decision there to send it out.
Payton kicks to Mullen. Fires the three. The kick out to Hill. The three. Offensive rebound. And finally they hit one. Cousins has got his second basket of the game.
He is just a monster on the boards. And with those soft hands Cousins has, he's going to turn those offensive rebounds into putbacks almost every time.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They're up by one. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting teams, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offense.
Campbell is out there with Robinson. Then it's Montrez Hill. And it's Cephalosha in the two. Hill is checked in for Richmond. Halliburton finds Williams. For three, Smith. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And combining that great speed with a deft shooting touch, Kenny the Jet on point there from distance.
Nice ball movement by Richmond. Lewis with the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lewis has got the lead up to one now for Richmond.
Savvy pass, moving the ball to the person with the best shot on the floor.
That one goes. Count it. Smith's got 5 now.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Count that bucket. Flies back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And some changes here for Richmond. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Lewis. And Mullins subbed in for Thomas. Pass to Campbell. To the paint. Bounce pass from Williams. Campbell gets to Novak. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively, he has confidence to drill the three. You have to love the approach Payton takes to the game. An exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
There's Novak. He goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. The three from Boston. Rebound by Harrell. Inside. Got a piece of it. The first one falls. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Montrez Harrell. So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Hill passes to Cousins. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Bosch. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And you got to like the interior game of Bosch. Excellent at using that high release to get shots up and over the deep.
Outside Williams. Capella sets a screen for Williams. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Richmond leads by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at DeMarcus Cousins, what a contribution.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Gary Payton is out there with Mullen. Then it's Rodman. That's Hill. And it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Here's Collier. Pass to Novak. From outside the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Novak's got 9.
Matching baskets from the perimeter and earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Matching it with a 3 of his own. Let's see if we can get another one.
Here's Collier, defended by Payton. Here's Campbell, and it's good from the elbow.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Payton passes to Cousins. Back to Payton. Here's the 3. And Mullen gets it to go on the assist from Payton. Mullen's got the lead up to 8 now for Richmond.
Timeout. Timeout.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Novak. Count the basket. 11 points in the game.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Mullen. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Richmond.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Novak misses. Richmond leading by 9. That's the 3-5. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Payton drives in, and they pick up 2. Payton's got his second bucket.
And how about the quickness on display there for Payton, especially when he's slicing to the basket.
Yes.
And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Hill. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Novak down with both hands.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. Mullen passes to Cousins. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You got to try to keep Cousins out of the paint. Shoots a high percentage from there. Uses that big body to his advantage.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That free throw good from Cousins. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Collier. A three-pointer off the mark. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Richmond ahead, up by 15. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Rick Avila is out there with Steve Novak. Then it's Collier. And it's Williams at the 3 spot.
Wow, Williams going up high, playing over everybody's head.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Richmond leading by 13. And there's the 3.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
Hill's gone 2 of 3 shooting from deep here. It's taken away by Payton. Rodman outside. Williams with the rebound.
That's all you.
Richmond takes possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Cousins inside. Capella covering. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
What a play inside.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's taken away by Payton. Dumped by Payton.
And the sneaky hops of Payton, capable of rising up and catching.
Poked away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton. And Richmond will go for a different look here. Osh is checked in for Cousins. Lewis comes in for Dennis Rodman. Jones checked in for Grant Hill. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Mullen. Cephalosha dishes to Robinson. Nobody near George. Buries the deep ball.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
The shot's good. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 14 assists. Cephalosha the bounce pass. Halliburton on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Payton kicks to Thomas. This one for 3. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback. Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Stolen by Robinson. Stolen by Thomas. On the wing, Payton takes the three. Another three for Richmond.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Gary Payton. Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. We've got some exciting basketball ahead. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And the rejection by Cousins.
Cousins is a legitimate shot-blocking threat, using that reach to deter shots.
Nashburn no good. And it's Richmond's ball. Here's Rodman. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Rodman's got the first basket of the game for Richmond.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the basket. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Today, he says, how about that block?
NBA.
Here's Becker. And the three ball is good. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Richmond. Drops in the layup for two.
And superb strength there from Payton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
Here's Baylor. It's tipped.
Look at that rim protection. He just erased that.
Cousins, the pass to Payton. Lays it up off the glass.
And how about Cousins' passing ability? For a big, he shares the wealth as well as anybody out there.
Baylor is screen on Payton. Deckers. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look
Get
like.
out the game,
And
coach.
they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
You know, we don't talk about defense a ton, especially with guards. But Gary Payton,
There you go.
change a game with his D.
Here he goes. And Payton throws it down hard.
And once he gets ahead of steam, clear the way because he is going all in.
There's a minute left in the first. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the run. Rebounded by Richmond. Inside Mullen. Fires for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Gian Lee is out there with Lewis. Then it's Baylor, and it's Pat in at the point. Elgin Baylor on the wing. Defended by Mullen. Here's Baylor. Nails the 16-footer.
Finding a look inside the arc. How about the focus that time?
Outside Mullen. Another three for Richmond.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Richmond leads by 12. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of the break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
They've got that. Baylor is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's E in at the center. Pass to Bosch. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's Payton. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
And you have to be impressed with Siakam's length, especially when you see him put it to use defensively. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And some changes here for Richmond. Hill, he's checked in for Lewis. And Mullen subbed in for Jones. Mullen with the three. That's in. He's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form.
Baylor passes to Mashburn. No good from outside. Richmond leading by 15. stand here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. With the crossover. SGA, no good. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Richmond. Outside, Mullen. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And Richmond making a change here. Cousins is checked in. .114 left now here in the second to end the run. Ashburn, no good. On the wing, Payton. 9 points in the game so far. Hands it from downtown.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the court.
Now here's Mullen. 12 points for him. Lewis grabs the board. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Richmond.
On the wing, Mullen takes a 3. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 6 assists now in the game.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Grant Hill on the wing. A 3 ball. Another 3 for Richmond.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And so it's Richmond, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this.
Yeah. Press the game control. Yeah.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Chris Mullen has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Going inside, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Grant Hill picks one up.
And this is how special Mashburn is on the drive, using that athleticism to just explode towards the rim.
Here's Payton. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, the defense doing all they can, playing him very physically inside, but he just outworked them.
Here's Becker. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here's Payton. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
No good from Baylor.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Not easy amongst the trees to get that score, but he just stayed poised.
Pass to Becker. There's 1:17 left in the third. Here's Peyton, and he banks in the layup. Peyton's got 8 points in the quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Elgin Baylor on the wing. To start the run, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Chris Mullen.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
And so Baylor nails both of them. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Richmond. Good on the shot.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Thomas. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The kick out to Bosch. Pass to Thomas. From the arc. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Lewis outside. Off target from outside. Pulls up on the elbow. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
What a performance from Gary Payton. He has been the story for Richmond. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Ashburn's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Jones lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got his first points in this one.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Pass to Lewis. Over Buck. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And look at the effort level Lewis is delivering, outplaying his opponent.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Richmond.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Here's Beckers. Here's Mashburn. Nails the baby hook.
And whether it's from deep, inside, mid-range, Jamal Mashburn is at home as a...
It's Jones on the wing. Puts up a 3.
Yo, what's up, babe?
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Baylor. Count that one.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good by the shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Outside for Lewis.
Yeah, I'm in the white.
For 3. And it's rebounded by Mashburn. Lewis has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Becker. Lewis outside. Here's Mashburn. It's good.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Here's Beckers from beyond the arc and then some.
Okay, wow is right. Beckers
You're
from
cooking them.
another zip code. She's got parking lot range.
Trying to do a little something.
And Thomas, here we go. And that one, good.
Oh, love his mindset. Go to the basket. Be aggressive.
Lewis outside. Pass to Beckers.
So,
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Such a smooth shooter. Beckers has a quick release and great mechanics.
Who got Thomas?
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And that one, good.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's
Do you have a face cam or no?
rebounded by Richmond.
no, I never used that before.
Right side, Porter. Bob. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the
Appreciate
execution
it.
was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up
I'ma go slow.
for Stan Van Gundy and Greg
All right.
Anthony. I'm
Thanks for
Kevin
coming
Harlan.
through.
We thank you for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Gary Payton.
Be right back.
Be right back.
Thanks for waiting. Here.
Back.
Oh man. Dang, man, I want to change it.
Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you along for this 2K Sports presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Adams. Duncan is out there with Jared Vanderbilt.
Shot.
Then there's
Okay,
Shane
let's go.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the point guard. And for Richmond, they've got Gary Payton. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Lewis.
Oh, I don't know how you do.
And it's Thomas in at the shooting guard.
Here we go.
Here's Adams. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Payton finds Cousins. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, that's a couple of tough points right there. That was a battle inside.
Hey, yo, right here, baby.
Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And make no mistake, Giddey is a skilled passer who knows when and where to put the ball.
Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard. This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, making plays for other people and running an offense. He can handle and pass as well as any.
Here's SGA. Following the score by Richmond. From 13. Rebounded by Rodman. And Lewis has it in the corner. Over Duncan. And that one's off. And this is his first shot of the game. Giddey with it. Picked up by Rodman. Giddey against Rodman. Right side, SGA. And that one is good.
Always producing results. Gilgeous-Alexander has proven to be such a reliable scorer.
Payton passes to Lewis. From past the arc. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Giddey. Rodman against Vanderbilt. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Here's Cousins. Lewis outside. Shoots up a three. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Lewis has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
And it's SGA missing. So on the clock, got a hand on it. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
First team foul.
And that one misses. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offense.
We've got Williamson. Jones is out there with Thomas. Then there's Bosch. And it's Mullen in at the small forward position. Adams is out there with Washington. Then there's Brandon Miller. Then it's Thomas. And it's Harper in at the 2. A three-pointer is right on target.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Thomas. Out to Miller. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Bosch. Here's Williamson. A dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, if Zion gets a runway, nothing is going to stop him.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And some changes here for Richmond. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Williamson. And it's Payton in for Jones. Pass to Aminu. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by Richmond. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. And superb strength there from Payton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Karan Butler. Josh.
There's 1:26 left in the first half of the game. SGA against Thomas. Here's Duncan. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Duncan just out-muscling the defense and finishing through the contact.
We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Here's Payton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Payton's got his second basket.
Yeah, good touch on the inside shot. You don't want to overpower that.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And you know what makes Abdul-Rahim so hard to handle in that low post is the number of moves he has. It's just a matter of which one is he going to use. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
14 feet away, and that's collected by Payton. Richmond leading by 3. Outside for Thomas. From downtown, sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, you got to love the kick out. Excellent vision.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Thomas against Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Duncan. Duncan, so good down low.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
It's Thomas outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralizing.
And so it's Richmond, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more than 2K Sports coming your way after this break. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Nice game. Great performance by Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
He's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the ball.
Rebound in Thomas. Rodman is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Lewis. And it's Payton in at the one. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Pass to Duncan.
At the block. And the thing about Rodman, he's more of a position player. Defensively, that time reaching up to swat it away.
It's Thomas outside. The rebound by Steven Adams.
And not letting the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Thomas finds Payton. Back to Thomas. Out to Payton. Here's Rodman outside. Payton. Ends of the ball out of bounds. Rodman touched it last.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Be right back. Back.
90 seconds now into the second half. Adams, the pass to Giddey. Out to Duncan. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Lewis gets the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Mullins checked in for Payton. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside, Mullen buries the long-range jumper. Mullen's got the lead up to 10 now for Richmond.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form. And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Thomas, good.
Smart play, capitalizing close at the rim.
Thomas gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Banked in off the glass. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up. And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Rodman in the post. Duncan defending. And Rodman with the basket on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one. Thomas gets a wide open look. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Richmond up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Duncan out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle.
Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Richmond.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Steps back. Gilgeous Alexander. Can't get it. Richmond leading by 12. It's good!
Now, that was a nice pass from Lewis, demonstrating that he's more than just a scorer.
Payton's gone 3 for 5 from the field. SGA against Thomas. Oh, good on the layup. SGA has gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Vanderbilt against Rodman.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Adams taking his time here. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. 6 to shoot. Puts it down.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Cousins inside. Adams on. And he banks the layup in.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
It's taken away by Payton. Fires from 14 and stolen by Giddey. Adams. Oh, softly lays it in.
And a little contact like that won't slow Adams down. This is a guy who loves the contact and able to finish easily on that one.
And Richmond will go for a different look here. Osh is checked in for Cousins. Hill comes in for Rodman. Jones checked in for Rashard Lewis. And Porter subbed in for Payton. From the baseline, Hill finds Bosch down low. It's in there. Thomas with the assist. And Richmond leads by 17.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Clock at 6. Back to Washington. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And what a pass from her right there. You love seeing this kind of teamwork.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Jones. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Shot is good off the back rim and in. So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Isaiah Thomas.
Sure. Yeah. Tough. They gotta go back and forth, maybe. Oh, they took a lead for it? No, I still got to go back.
Greetings, everyone. An enticing showdown here on 2K Sports. We're so glad you could join us. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And here's Stockton. Outside Williams. They get a hand on it. On the wing, Steven Jackson. The shot. It's holding by Grant Hill. So it's Richmond now. Here's Rodman. And the jam by Dennis Rodman.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
Over to the left wing. Here's Collier, and it's sent back by Hill. Rodman goes in, and then Rodman with the dunk.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Stockton. Parrish outside. Stockton the pass to Collins. That's good. Nice assist from Stockton.
Great to see her score inside. Collier is an all-around offensive talent, capable of scoring in a variety of ways.
Pass to Rodman. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Parrish. Here's Collier, and it's sent back by Hill.
I mean, what more can you do when it comes to interior defense? That's perfect. Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Now here's Jackson after Grant Hill misses. Jackson misses. Here's Mullen. Out to Payton. Outside Mullen. Nailed from three-point land.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form.
29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Richmond leading by 7. Baseline J on the way. Hill, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Stockton against Payton. Pass to Cousins. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists in the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Richmond leads by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
Why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
We've got Thomas. Lewis is out there with Herbert Jones. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Peyton in at the 2 guard. Ball out there with Zach Levine. Then it's Parrish. Then there's Miles Bridges. Now Peyton after Zach Levine goes from long range. Bosh with the bucket.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Reason number one, CP3 is out there making strong passes, keeping the offense flowing, and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Grant Hill is checked in for Richmond. Mullen comes in for Jones. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Back to Parrish. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
119. Pass to Mullen. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Mullen's got 6 points.
And this is what leaders do. Peyton showing a willingness to get it to the open man.
Timeout, timeout. Start.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Richmond. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Stockton. Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by Richmond. To the paint. Here's Cousins. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You got to try to keep Cousins out of the paint. Shoots a high percentage from there. Uses that big body to his advantage.
Pass to Williams. Hands the shot from the wing. Richmond leading by 11. Here's Peyton. And Peyton throws it down hard.
And the sneaky hops of Peyton, capable of rising up and catching you.
Sexton with it. Outside Jackson. Williams looking around. Launches it. Rebounded by Richmond. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. And Hill, the bucket on the assist by Peyton. Peyton's got his 8th assist in the game. 27 seconds left to play in the first half. Stockton the pass to Parrish. Back to Stockton. Jackson against Mullen. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson gets the bucket.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money looks.
Here's Cousins, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Richmond looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Chris Mullin with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
He's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the ball.
Now Parrish, following the three-point attempt by Chris Mullin. No problems knocking that one down. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
Making it rain a little from outside.
Pass to Rodman. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Now, here's Parrish. Now Williams. And he drives in, and he comes up with the deuce. He's got 6.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways. Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Way to hit it.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
Start.
Payton against Stockton. Steven Jackson on the wing. Pass to Collier. Excellent D there from Hill. Richmond leading by 13. Outside, Mullin hits it from three-point range.
Well, that one's on the defense. Gave him a little too much of a window there.
Mullin's gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Here's Collier. Now Cousins. Outside Mullin. There's the 3. They get the rebound. The kick out to Hill. Pass to Payton. Outside Mullin. And it's Stockton with the rebound. Now Jackson. Defended by Rodman. Inside. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Williams has got 8 points.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
And the basket by Hill.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
Here's Williams. Rodman with the block. They get it back. Pass to Collier. And no fouls called on Grant Hill. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Locked in the bounce pass. Collier, that's good.
Let's go. John Stockton.
8 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The kick out to Williams. Knocks down the 3 ball. Williams has got 7 points here in this quarter. And so it's Richmond enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here is Stockton. Pass to Collier. Back to Stockton. The shot from the low post is good.
When you get a look that close in, it is a great possession.
And so Peyton will bring it up for Richmond. 17 points was their biggest margin. And that one's good by Rodman.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Rodman's drawn a perfect 6 of 6 shooting.
Timeout, timeout.
Here's Stockton. Pass to Collier. It's stolen by Hill. Mullen with the ball. Picked up by Stockton. Peyton can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Now here's Peyton. The kick out to Hill. The train. It's good. And it's Peyton with the assist. And Richmond leads by 13.
Just tremendous playmaking there. Moving it out to the three. That was a high-level pass.
And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. .144 left in the game. Here's Collier. Sinks that one from the post.
It can get congested in there, but she finds a way.
Richmond leading by 11. Peyton kicks to Rodman. From deep. Cousins the pass to Peyton. And Rodman with the top.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Stockton dishes to Parrish. Basket counts.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keith. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Outside Mullen. And he's good on the 3-ball.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And it's Collier missing. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Here is Stockton following the basket by Gary Payton. Down low. Here's Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Parrish. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Kicks it out to Rodman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
The free throw drops for Rodman. So he makes both from the line. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Paul against Thomas. From 17 feet away, and they pick up the 2. Payton against Heinrich. Off the glass. It's a 16-point game. Tipped away and stolen by Payton. Rodman taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Gary Payton.
Last game right here. Let's see.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation. The atmosphere in this building is electric as we get a chance to see an energized college player plugged into the roster. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
Chalmers with it.
Get over, Robert.
Back passes to Chalmers.
Hey, yo,
And Chalmers slams it in.
Yeah, it seems like every night we get someone trying to break the glass.
For three. Grabs the board. Chalmers surveying the D. That one falls.
Well, so important to get points in the paint. Makes it a lot harder on the defense.
And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Thomas.
And superb strength there from Payton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now, here's Chalmers. Pass to Laravia. First shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
It's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. The coaches notice that extra effort.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against the wing.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right after bigger defenders.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And he caught the defense sleeping there. They didn't expect him to kick that back out.
And here's Hill for three, and the three ball is good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Pat. Chalmers outside. Just 5 on the clock. Takes it from 10. Rebounded by Richmond. Here's Hill. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Leslie. And a wide open look for Lynn. Offline with his three. The drive by Cousins. Can't cash in from close range. Now Powell. Leslie passes to Pat. Powell outside. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Up by 2. And we'll be back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Chambers out there with Powell. Then there's Chalmers. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Embry in at the center position. Goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Amazing how many different guys can throw it down in this league.
Mullen for 3. Wash kicks to Mullen. Outside, Payton. Puts up a deep 3. Kept alive. Goes up with it again. Mullen with the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. Mullen's got the lead up to 2 now for Richmond.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And some changes here for Richmond. Hill comes in for Lewis. And Thomas subs in for Porter. Here's Scalabrini. Rebound by Grant Hill. And it's Richmond's ball. To the middle. Here's Payton. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just a passing clinic.
1:32 left to play here in the half. And Chalmers kicks to Scalabrini. Pass to Laravia. Here's Pat. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Embry. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Embry's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, nice ball movement. Credit that outstanding pass to the open man.
Watch the screen.
And here's Chalmers for 3. Rebounded by Richmond. Beaten inside. Defended by Chalmers. D2 from Hill. And another basket from Richmond.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack. Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Richmond. 3-point lead. Outside Mullen. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc. Well, that's nice. You just throw it up there, and he'll go get it.
And Scalabrine gets it to go. Scalabrine's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Payton. Can't connect from short range. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Richmond leads by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chris Mullen has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Chalmers against Payton. And Payton sends it back.
Playing strong defense inside the paint there. Building twice before trying that again. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Oh, nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And the basket by Payton.
And how about the quickness on display there for Payton, especially when he's slicing to the basket.
Pass to Leslie. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Now, Laravia. Right wing, the 3 from Chalmers. Cousins pulls it in.
And I thought that was well blocked. From here.
Yep, that one goes. And now it's a 12-point Richmond lead.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Pat. And here is Chalmers. Shot clock at 5. Here's Embry. No good off the front iron.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
The shot's good for Mullen.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Pass to Embry. Here's Pat. They need this. Rebounded by Richmond. Rodman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working working for him right now.
And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Chambers gets to Chalmers. Pass to Chambers. Both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Payton drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Payton's got 8 points.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Payton dishes to Mullen. 4 seconds left. Gets in, coming off an assist from Payton. Mullen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Richmond ahead. Ending the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. And time for the... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Pass to Leslie. 3-pointer. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
Away team.
Here's Laravia. He's guarded by Hill. Embry. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Another bucket. What a game this guy's having. I keep getting him the ball.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Hill. Here's Chalmers. What do you like about Jake Laravia the most? He's a 6'7" versatile forward. Seems to have a pretty good skill set.
He's got a great skill set, Kevin. And what he's got is he's a great decision maker. He knows when to pass, when to shoot, when to dribble, so he doesn't make many mistakes. He plays both ends of the floor, and he brings consistent energy and effort. Jake Laravia will help you win games. Well, she's got some ups. When you give her a launching pad, she will use it.
Here's Rodman. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 6 assists now in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this game.
And Payton throws it down home.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Payton against Chalmers. 1:33 left to play here in the fourth.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Here's Pat. Thomas covering. Here's Leslie. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Timeout called here. Richmond decides to talk it over. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Richmond leading by 19. Porter is out there at Peyton. Then it's Lewis. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Mullen in at the 3, the small forward. And they recover. Timeout call here. Richmond decides to talk it over. They're up by 19. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Gary Payton.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made every.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Mullen for 3. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And it's Richmond's ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Bosh can't hit.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
Lynn's shot is off. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Richmond. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Here's Lewis. Rebounded by Chambers.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
So it's Richmond taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this one on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Gary Payton.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace.
Thanks for watching. Like, thumbs up, medium light skin tone, comment, subscribe and share. Victory hand, medium light skin tone.